Hey there, bookworms! Adulting by Kelly Williams Brown is not the kind of book I would have ever thought that I would read. You see, it's a self-help book, and I always had a little bit of problem with those. You see, part of me just doesn't get how can one book attempt to help so many different people with different lives and different problems and different cultures around the world. And yes, I know that these books usually don't attempt to do that. They usually don't claim to solve all of your problems and all the problems of everyone in the world. But I don't know, I always had a certain resentment toward them. And I know it's weird. I know it, but it's just how it is. I also always feared that these books will end up being very preachy, that they will tell you that you've been living your entire life the wrong way. It took me a long time to really realize that we're all different and that's okay, and I'm not going to go back. But adulting isn't like that at all. It's a very cute and comforting book that pretty much attempt to help you figure out how to act like an adult. And the bottom line is that it's perfectly okay not to know everything that entails. Everyone have insecurities and everyone second guess themselves every now and then. It's okay and that's normal, and if they can manage to act like a total accomplished adult, so can you. And that's why I describe this book as comforting, because apparently I'm not the only one who feels like a fake adult every now and then. If you ever felt like you're the only child in a room full of adults, even though technically you're all the same age, or if every now and then it feels like everyone around you in your age group seem to have graduated from this how to be a grown-up school and only you didn't, know that you are not alone. I sure felt like this many times in my life. It was sure comforting and good to know that other people feel like that as well. And at least I'm doing something right. And every time I've read a part that she suggests and I already knew that or I already did that, it made me feel very accomplished. So obviously this book is meant for the younger people around their early 20s or even a little older, even though obviously anyone can read this book. And it's divided into different categories depending on the type of things you usually encounter at this stage of your life. From the more physical things like finding a grown-up job or renting an apartment, to the more emotional aspects and psychological aspects like how to deal with toxic people, relationships, family, etc. I should also have said right from the start that the author, Kelly Williams Brown, is not a psychologist, she's not a doctor, she's just a young woman who encountered all these things. She's a journalist, actually, and she decided to collect everything in this book from her own experience and from the experience of people around her. This book is written in a very nice, casual, funny language and surely doesn't preach you to how to live your life. As a matter of fact, more than once she writes something like, you don't have to follow every single step or you don't have to follow each and every one of these guidelines. And obviously she doesn't believe that she has the solution to each and every one of your problems in life. This book is like one big list of things that you should keep in mind. Some of them are advice, like, if you're looking for an apartment to live in, what sort of things you should look for in each apartment that you're looking at, or what kind of cleaning supply you must always make sure that you have at home. I will be honest with you, I did not find one advice of hers that I disagree with, and I think that's partially why I like this book so much. I think that Kelly and I share the same basic reasoning and we share the same line of thought, even though, let's be honest, I think everyone would agree that, for example, having an affair with someone at work might not be the best idea. But I also think that she chose her words very carefully so that her advice would suit a variety of people. You should know, however, that this book is incredibly female-oriented. It was meant for men and women alike, but I think that women will connect to the writing style a lot more than men. I got the feeling of girl talk throughout this book, which was great for me, but I'm not sure how many men would find that very appealing and will really connect with it. Although the advice there are both for men and women. Even the ones saying that you should spend money on a good quality black high heel shoes. So to sum things up, I really enjoyed this book. The effect that it had on me was, like I said before, very comforting. I like the lightweight yet not stupid kind of writing style. The older sister gives advice, sort of a feel that it has, and the fact that it doesn't make you feel like you've been living your entire life in the wrong way and now I'm gonna fix you. I think that this book will be really good for anyone who feels a little stuck in life. And you don't have to be 21 for it to happen. Everything I said at the beginning of this video, if you ever felt like that, or if you feel that there are certain areas in your life that you want to kind of pull yourself together in lightly, once again, she's not a doctor, but it goes without saying that I found her advice really, really helpful. I actually highlighted some things that I really want to do in my own life, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't done everything, obviously, but hey, that's what 2016 is for, right? So, guys, tell me, do you like self-help books? Which book really helped you out in a bad situation? Comment down below, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you dare, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.